All right, hey guys, how to be a better driver of the golf ball. A lot of people, when they're trying to get longer and other things like that, they're doing everything like at home or in a park, doing the Golfstick Pro or Speed Sticks or whatever, and they're doing that, and then they're finding that they're maybe making a louder whoosh or a faster swing, but it's not really helping their scores. If you want the longer drives and the more speed to translate, you gotta bring it to the course. So this is the way that I've been doing that. It's really been helpful for me. So what I've been doing is coming to the course at the end of the day, like it is now. You can tell it's getting pretty dark out. And I've been bringing a few different tools with me. I'll just hit a couple shots on each tee box, like just 2 or 3 shots on each tee box, and make a few swings when there's really not anybody around and nobody's rushing you or anything like that. One of the main things I really like is I get this swing speed radar here, and so I'll put that there and get the Golfstick Pro out, and before I hit a tee shot, like I'm playing right now, so before I hit this tee shot, I just want to feel a few swings where I can amp this up. So I'll feel kind of some on the heavy end, which will be more of a range of motion than anything, and then I'll feel some on the light end for speed. Never more than like 2, 3, or 4. 126, 125, 25 again. So then you're just kind of getting your body charged up. Then I've been bringing out a foam ball, so then I'll hit 2 shots. One with either a range ball or a foam ball. Something where with the range balls, it's like you can find it or not find it. It's not like really that big of a deal. But the foam balls I like because there's a lot less judgment in it. You can use a wiffle ball or foam ball or whatever. That kind of ball is actually basically like goes 1/3 the distance of a golf ball. Then use a real golf ball and challenge yourself, like, okay, I felt that speed there. That was 117. I'm gonna keep that same aggressiveness even when I'm trying to hit the fairway. The real key in building speed that's usable is balance and tempo. So when I have good tempo, and go right through the ball. Yeah, right down the left side. That's fine. And yeah, that was 111. So now on the third ball, so that's the one that I'll play because that was like a golf course one. Now on a third ball, on a golf ball, you don't really care about. So you hit a foam ball, you hit a golf ball, and then on the third ball, this is a swing that's like, give me some real speed here. So then this is how I'm using the Golfstick Pro now. I want to really feel some speed here. And get that speed balanced on both sides of my swing. And it just does not matter where the ball goes, you just want to hit it as fast and as solid as you can, really thinking about just get this ball away from me very fast. Oh, it ended up going straight. Yeah, and I got more miles an hour to that, so 115. And that went actually straighter than the 111 one, but they're both in the fairway. So this is how I've been using the tools that I have, the swing speed radar, the everything else, to get some really zippy speed. And you can use even other things like, this is a real wiffle ball. And there's something, I'm sure there could be a study done on this, why or why not. But you make better swings and faster swings to fake balls than you do to real golf balls. Yeah, 119 on that. So that you're just hitting 3 or 4 shots on every tee box, and 2 of them are foam balls, so you'll get them, they'll be right in front of the tee box. So you do that for 3 or 4 holes, and especially when you know you have to walk and find it too, not just beating them on the range. Way more engaging, way more focused practice. Let's see how much more daylight we can get out of this. All right, also out here on the course, I saw David Heinen, who is a pro here, who had some really good tips that he's using with a lot of his juniors and senior students about how to get more speed with the Golfstick Pro, which I thought was really interesting because I saw him doing them on Instagram. So let's go to David and see what he's been doing. Out on the course here with Dave Heinen.
Hey, how are you doing?
One of the top junior instructors in the country. Also teaches all levels of golfers, from pros to amateurs, everything in between. We're talking about bringing speed to the course where like it's actual usable speed, not speed that's an additional 30 yards in the trees, but actually on the course.
Findable speed.
How are you making guys get faster on the course in usable speed?
So you know what I really like, I've been using this Golfstick Pro for, I would say, about a month. And, you know, I saw a couple of people using it, you use it, a few other guys, and I tried the speed sticks out, and those are good. It's just, you know, I didn't want to carry 3 things on my bag. So this is basically the best of 2 worlds for me. It's got a heavy end, you know, and then it's got a really light end. So it can kind of train the big muscles, and depending on what kind of swinger you are, it can kind of help any of those, you know. So if you're like an arms guy, or if you're, you know, one of these power guys, it can help, you know, all levels of getting the club going. So I really like it for, you know, the benefits of, for myself to feel it heavy, and I can kind of pull it and kind of sling it through. So like when I hit this drive, I'll sort of show you. For me, I like to feel it heavy, and I pull it up and around.
Oh, killed it. Great drive. Well, that's cool. So I haven't seen it used that way before in like a training aid way. Hold this for me and yep. I'll hit a drive.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's so heavy and behind you, you got to kind of use your body to...
Yeah, it really, you know, gets my lower body working quite a bit.
Yeah. That's actually something I want to do. So it's deep behind you, and then...
Yeah, exactly.
Got to get it through.
Good.
Yeah, killed it.
Yeah, nice. I think that, you know, depending on what your type of swing is, juniors, you know, sometimes if they don't have strong lower bodies, I really try to get their upper bodies moving fast with the Golfstick Pro.
Yeah.
And then for pros, definitely more lower body pulling.
And oh, that's yours. Let's see, I got one in my bag, one in Dave's bag.
Depending on what your power source is, like kids, you know, they don't have like really strong lower bodies sometimes, so it's like you got to get their upper bodies moving quicker so they can actually generate speed. Whereas pros have stronger bases, and you know, you can pull from the ground a lot more. So there's definitely not one of these, you have to swing it this way to hit it far. I mean, there's plenty of guys on the tour that swing it tons of different ways and hit it a long ways. I mean, the difference between Cameron Champ and a DeChambeau, you know, I mean, those are 2 dynamic different swings, and they both blast it. Yeah, you want to be
feeling that pulling and then up.
Low to high. Yep, you want to be low, pulling, you know, up and around.
Yeah, because a lot of times we see me, I go high, and I gotta go low.
Yeah.
So we want to go
low to high. Yeah, there you go.
115?
Well, yeah, you only want to carry it like 115. It's 119 total, but you know, probably 115 out of the rough. You might jump a little. Oh, what a pretty shot. Right? That was really good. I mean, I'll take 5 feet. But if you get low, it's going to actually give your swing a little more of a pause than you can even feel.
Show us this move you've been talking about today.
Okay, so you know, I call it the low sit and go, or you can call it what you want. But what I like to get my players to do, my high quality players, is, you know, to load the club where your body's loaded and the club feels a little more across than it does laid off. Okay. So from that point, you can get, you know, into a more seated athletic position, and then you can basically pull or rotate that direction hard, as long as you soften your right shoulder and arm to get into this in to out power, low to high motion.
So you call it the load, sit, and go?
Yeah.
Show me real clearly the 3 parts.
Load, boom. So I'm loaded. Yeah, I really try to feel like Rory. Okay, so Rory does that probably more than anybody. Boom, and then he's that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so he hits that really monster draw. For the go part, I'm feeling a pull. Okay, and that pull is happening basically from the left side of my body. Boom, I'm trying to pull that way, so the club forces kind of it to shallow without me trying to shallow it. So as I'm here, if I pull that way and I just relax my right side, it's gonna shallow out without me trying to, right? So I see some players that are trying to actually push it down, but you don't want to add that move in there. You know, it's not very natural. So we want to get, loaded, sit, pull, or go. So then that way it gets into this spot, and then I can just keep turning.
So you're letting the heaviness of the red end kind of encourage that sitting motion.
Yeah, I'm trying to let it, relax, and let it fall down. And, but when I actually swing it, it probably doesn't change that much. It probably goes from here to like there, just like a fraction, right? But when I'm doing it on feel, I'm getting it here, and then I'm getting it feeling a lot more in, because at full rate, you're pulling a lot quicker.
Oh, so solid. I lost it, but
Right at the car.
You're right at him. Yeah. What do you want to yell for?
It's okay.
Yeah, he made it. He lived. Thanks to David for sharing that tip with us. The Golfstick Pro really, I think, is the best tool for gaining speed, because you'll always have it with you when you're golfing. And if you're casually golfing, I think that's the best time to use it. For a long time, I was using it in the park or in my backyard or things like that, doing like these protocols of swing speeds. But it was making my whoosh faster and maybe my golf speed a little faster, but I wasn't seeing like longer drives on the golf course for some reason, even though I was really steady with it. Ever since I started using it when I'm casually playing, like trying to make those fast swings on tee boxes when I'm just playing casually, that's when I'm seeing like, okay, it's feeding back into my golf game and into my swing in a way that I can actually use it. So, oh, here's my orange foam ball. This Psycore ball actually goes pretty far for a foam ball. Probably should only use the wiffle ball ones. So ever since I've been using the Golfstick Pro on the course, heavy side and light side, and really building up the speed, and then immediately within seconds having to hit a shot that, I'm hoping to find, that matters more anyway than a range shot. It's starting to feed into like, oh, okay, this is translating, and the distance is coming on the course, which is really a lot of fun. If you guys would like a Golfstick Pro, they are the lowest price anywhere on the internet is at bebettergolf.net/pro shop. And look, I can see where that second ball went. And this is a long hole. There's the 200-yard stake, which I'm usually at 190 on this hole. And you can see these two balls. That must have been a better ball, because actually the one at 111 went to the 150-yard marker, which is 300 yards, 305 yards actually. The one at 115 actually went 15 yards shorter. Try to get one more hole in, showing this process that I've been doing. All right, there's my tee shot. This is the one that was 115 miles an hour. And it went shorter than the one that's 111. So that's really, I think, why I saw 7-iron here. Ooh, carrying that tripod, I feel terrible. Okay, here we go. Oh, perfect shot. Go, baby. Go, baby. Oh, that was really good. Right on it. Man, I would take a bunch of those in a round. If your goal is to be the best player you can possibly be, like no matter what, nothing beats being at a country club or like a sleepy golf club where there's not that many members or many people at, where you can come out here and experiment with things like actually on the course. Nothing beats that. The other reason I think this ball went further is this is a TP5X, and it's something I've been experimenting with, but with driver, this ball this was 111 miles an hour on that swing radar, which is not 100% reliable, but it's pretty darn good if you put it in the right position. And this went 10 yards further than the 115. I think really it comes down to the ball. Okay, let's see, I got 150 right around there. It's a red flag. Well, bad swing. Darn it. All right, I gotta run back and get my head cover, and I'll be back. All right, I got 150 yards. It's getting pretty dark. Had to run all the way back to the tee box to get my head cover, and it wasn't there. So it's either inside my bag or I left it in the car. I'll have to check the video and see what I did with it. All right, I got 150 yards. Right on line. Felt slightly heavy, but with this club from this distance, that should be okay. Okay, so right here is my TP5X. This was my first ball off the tee. So this is chipping for my third shot, or pitching for my third shot. Oh, that's good if it rolls, and it did, good. All right, got that to within 3 feet. See, I can, then with the other two iron shots, really dark out here to see, but they're both really good shots inside 20 feet. So on this hole, that would be really good. So for a kind of birdie there, yep, hit the stick, that'll count, be good enough anyway for what I care about. And this would be the Callaway Super Soft for a 3. Yeah! Almost ducked in. So it is almost completely dark out, but I can still see a little bit, and the sky going that way is bright enough so that if I hit my ball in the air, I should be able to track where it goes. So I'm gonna try to do my routine one more time here in this par 5 to build a little speed at night. All right, so it's super dark, so it's gonna be very hard to see, but I'm only gonna be hitting 3 balls. One, you can hear there, this is my plastic ball. So I'm gonna be swinging this for speed, and then I'm gonna hit kind of like a drive like that I'm actually gonna keep my score on, and then another ball that I'm just gonna pick up. So first I'll bring out the Golfstick Pro and try to make a few fast swings here. And I have a sneaking suspicion with this radar that it reads, in low light, it reads slower speeds. I have no idea where that went. All right, then I'm gonna hit my real ball. And in this light, this is my favorite ball. It's the only TP5X that I have. So I really wanna try to make sure that I don't lose it. So I'm gonna go here. And that wiffle ball one says 115. I would say that would definitely be low end for that one, but that's okay. So here, and okay, I'm in the fairway, the left side of the fairway. I could tell I was kind of trying to steer that thing, and it didn't quite catch my speed. Now here's a shot with this Callaway Super Soft that I really don't care about finding, that I'm just gonna try my best to swing just all out on this one and go as fast as I can. Oh, I hit it solid, just up the left side, should be by the car path. It was fine. Yeah, see 117. I'm actually making better, more solid swings when I can just like let go more. All right, that's it. This is certainly beyond parity right now with how dark it is. So I'm gonna find those and play on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Later, bye.